Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. If it's not your first time, I am here to do another TSA Q&A. So I got my notebook, I got my drink. This is a cherry vanilla Olipop. It's okay, but one thing about me, I gotta have ice with my Olipop. So I got a list of questions and I got a list of answers. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so question number one. How long should I expect to hear from TSA after my background check? The process is only supposed to take about 90 days. It seems to be taking people longer. Like when I talk to the new hires, they're usually saying like, oh, they waited 4 months, they waited 6 months, they waited 7 months. So me, I would say after you get done with the process of the computer-based test, the medical exam, the drug test, and the background check, I would say give it 4 to even 6 months. And maybe get you like a little part-time job, or like do like DoorDash or something in between. Like, don't get a demanding job that you're gonna have to quit. And I'm speaking from experience. I was doing like a home care job and cleaning houses while I was waiting to hear back from them. So I hope that helps. Also prayer and a little bit of fasting too. I believe that sped things up, because I did a 10-day smoothie cleanse that I treated as a fast, and then the next day I got a call. And then someone asked about what is the starting salary. So this has changed since I started, but I actually went on Indeed and it said like $22.97, and then I saw another one that said around $25. So I think it depends on where you live. For my airport, I want to say that $22.97 closer to what you start with. And I also want to talk about raises. I don't know if I touched on this in the other video, but someone asked about, do we get raises? Okay, so there's phase 1 training, and then there's phase 2 training. So you get a raise after you get completely certified, which means you're done with the phase 2 training. And you get a raise after that, and then after about your 2.5 mark, you get a big raise, like a noticeable raise. In which the 1 year raise is noticeable too, but you know, I started out part-time for the first maybe 1.5 years. So I didn't see like a huge difference, because I was going from being part-time, but I know it was like a couple $100s. After the 2.5 years, I saw like a huge jump. So after that 2.5 years, then I feel like that's when you really start making like a good salary. Honestly, I think the first raise is pretty good. They also offer overtime, and if you are full-time, then you get night differential pay, and you get Sunday differential pay if you work on Sunday. So yeah, you can make it work for you. You can make it work for you. Someone asked about FLETC, and as I stated in the last video, I did not go to FLETC, but they are still doing FLETC. I have someone on my checkpoint who's like scheduled to go to FLETC, and people have been coming back for FLETC. So FLETC is still a thing. And if you don't know, FLETC is where you go in Georgia for your 2-week training at the academy. You go there for your phase 2 training, and then you come back, and then you do more like on the job training. I would say 3 weeks to like a month. That's like the normal time that you do before you're fully certified. Then you do your testing. You do an x-ray test and a pat down test. For those who are asking for tips on like passing the test, please like hear me when I say you're going to pass. Like, it's not hard. It's not hard. It's really no tips that I can give you except to stay focused, get good sleep, and pray. Involve God in the situation to be your help while you're going through this journey. Someone asked about part-time schedules. So there was a change, at least at my airport this time around, for part-time schedules, and I wish they would have done this when I was part-time. So it used to be you do 5 hours 5 days part-time. Now that, yes, the hours are part-time hours, but me personally, if I'm part-time, I don't want to come to work 5 days a week. So now they have 4-hour shifts with 4 days. You only have to come 4 days, and you get 3 days off. That's great, but they also still have the 5 hours with 5 days. Someone also asked about parking. So at my airport, at least, they give you a garage pass or they give you a Metrolink pass. Okay, let's talk about interview questions. The interview questions were more so like scenarios, like what would you do in X situation, kind of like trying to gauge your critical thinking skill. When you answer your questions, think outside of the box, show that you have critical thinking skills. I think that will help. Last but not least, let's talk about the benefits. So we got the paid time off, healthcare benefits, retirement, pension / TSP matches. Healthcare benefits, you just got to make sure you sign up right away, and it doesn't take a long time before you can actually start using the health benefits. The retirement plan, you have the TSP. You can put a percentage in, starting at like 5% to whatever percent you want to put, and then TSA matches that. So that's pretty good. And of course you get paid time off, so that's a huge perk for me, because the job that I had before, if I didn't come to work, then I didn't get paid. But I love the fact that if you don't come to work or you have to take off for an emergency or whatever, you still get paid. So that's pretty good. I believe that answered all the questions that I had from the last video. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys, and it answers the questions that you had about working for TSA. You can also go to tsa.gov if you want to fill out an application or USA Jobs to fill out an application, or at least make a government email so that you could be notified when new jobs come available. So I highly recommend that. Don't go to Indeed, because there's been some schemes on Indeed. Just go to USA Jobs. So again, I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments if it was helpful. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you have any more questions, put them down below and I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. So until next time, bye.